Are you bored of bandit tricking? Do you get caught up on traps and other electronics? And most importantly, do you often feel slow or limited? Well, have I got the operator for you. Howdy, I'm Dr. Easy, and welcome to the whimsical video of an operator idea I came up with to add to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. As of the time I recorded this video, we just hit the mid-season update in Operation Dread Factor, where Nook and Vigil both got their gadgets slightly reworked. And Thorn now has a 1.5 sight, which will now balance her to be the most picked defender for 2 months. Yay. But without further ado, let's get on to my operator. Meet Lady Temper, an emo-styled operator in looks with a tight-fit leather jacket, black short hair, zigzagged red burn scars up her face, and red sunglasses. The left sleeve on the jacket is missing, showing some scars with distorted lightning tattoos. This leads up to a Cyberpunk-esque bracelet device on her wrist. This has a cable extended out leading to a battery pack on the operator's back. This operator's gadget can disable active defenses placed by the enemy and enhance her own abilities in a pinch. Before I get onto the ability, let's get into the backstory I made for this operator. Temper, or Lady Evelyn Babington, had the option to live a simple life, like most would dream of, but her rebellious nature leads her to a more expressive lifestyle. Leaving her family at a young age after getting kicked out of 5 different private schools, Evelyn thrived off the streets, dealing in more than just arms and technology. Ties with many gangs in the area as a quick fixer, inventor, and thief eventually led to her coming into blows with the RAF. I'm gonna butcher this name. Specialist Dominic Brunsmere from this group, i.e. Bandit, was one of her many clients. Unaffiliated, her hideout became a center point for technology and arms, and subsequently a war. This was between the RAF Red Army faction and the early members of the White Masks. This was at the end of Bandit's designated undercover operation, as the leading assault on both gangs in war left just the right opening to take both out at once, and Specialist Dominic Bandit saw it coming. He planned to subdue all involved. What he didn't see coming was the bracelet Temper wore. This thing turned her personality more aggressive than ever. She took up arms against both sides for quite some time. Eventually, the device malfunctioned, leaving a scar all over her body in a lightning-esque pattern. After the event, Lady Evelyn Babington, Temper, recovered in multiple institutions and hospitals. All this was funded anonymously to expedite her recovery. She was being watched, but with what intent? When she deemed herself fit to fight again, she soon went into hiding, only to find herself once again in harm's way. Working as a solo thief, she had her sights on certain laboratories over in the Pacific and Singapore. This was in the pursuit to perfect her previously failed prototype, the Null Bracelet. As you can guess, one of the laboratories was already under protection by Team Rainbow's Ghost Eyes and Wolfguard. Specialist Sam Fisher, Zero, was tasked with overseeing this area, along with Bandit and Flores. During the operation, she was caught off guard. By them, more so, because she recognized them all. Blah blah blah, add some extra story building and writing skills from someone far better than me, and she ended up joining Team Rainbow under the Ghost Eyes division. But anyway, that's not what you're all here for. You want to see the gadget in action, right? Let's get straight to it. Temper is a 1-speed free armor operator who wears a bracelet that allows her to temporarily disable electronics around her position, like an on-person mute jammer. She can also enter overdrive for a short time. I'll explain both these abilities in more depth in one moment. First, let's look at her loadout. For primary weapon options, she has access to the UMP-45 SMG, the ballistic shield, and the TSG-12 slug shotgun. For secondary, she has the option of the PRB-92 handgun or the Deagle. And yes, that does mean Shield Deagle is an option. For secondary gadgets, she has breach charges or smokes to close the gap between her and the objective. Now on to the main gadget. Gear up, as we're going to go into great detail of how this gadget works in the field. Grab your popcorn and a notepad. There will be a quiz on this operator's eventual release. Temper's main gadget is the Null Bracelet, a toggleable 2-mode gadget with a battery for each ability. Let's talk the first and most normal of the 2 abilities, the Null Disruptor battery. When this battery is active, the bracelet takes on a blue color and lights up as it's in use. The battery jams defender gadgets around the operator within 3 meters. This battery lasts a total of 12 seconds, and you only get 1 charge, so use it wisely. This can be toggled on or off to conserve some of the charge. This will be the first hard counter to a bandit trick, as 2 batteries per wall can make them almost impenetrable on some occasions. Unless you bring Maverick, but that's also a risk. Not anymore with this gadget. Activate it and have your hard breacher set up an attack for your squad. The big downfall, of course, is the 1 battery and the fact that you have to almost be hugging the reinforcement to disable the gadgets. But nevertheless, this is extremely useful, not just against bandit and electric claws, but other active traps on site. 2 cap cans on each side of a door, a Thorn Razor Bloom, and a laser gate, no problem for this operator. Activate this battery and walk right in. This battery lasts a total of 12 seconds, and you only get 1 of these charges, so use it wisely. The big counter or interaction with this operator is mute. The interesting thing is, while the Null Bracelet is active in any mode, the mute jammer will cause a loud EMP explosion. This will be 5 meters in radius around the operator, draining the battery and disabling both attacker and defender utility for some time. This will also give away your position if you are attempting a flank. Onto the second battery of this gadget. As I said, you can toggle its mode much like Zofia or Capital can with their gadgets. The second mode is the Subtract Null Override. This is a red light in color and glows more brightly when active. When activated, your view will go red, as you go from a 1-speed free armor operator to a 3-speed free armor operator. Other benefits include recoil reduction, faster ADS time, and immunity to shock effects. This includes Maestro's turrets, and for all you Clash hunters out there, the CCA shield now becomes useless against this raging operator. While the shield is equipped, she can shield rush and aim as fast as she would without it. The ability lasts only 7 seconds and can't be cancelled mid-use. The recharge time is a total of 15 seconds. Now you may be thinking, hey, this is all too strong. Way too strong. Broken even. Well, here's the catch. This is an activate and go ability after all. After 7 seconds is up, your ability dies down. The operator becomes stunned in place for a short time, similar to the effect Oryx has when he runs through a wall. On top of that, all because of the gamble, your operator also takes 30 damage from the gadget. Now, if you don't have the health to take this overdraft of damage, well, you're gonna pay for it. For a way to mitigate this risk, bring Thinker along for support. Temper will be happy to live another day with the nano boost, keeping her harmful afflictions at bay. For counters to this battery, a mute jammer can straight up make her take this damage while overdrive mode is in effect. And, well, Pulse can now see her from 20 meters away. Solace can detect her gadget while it's active in both modes. And, well, a deployable camera's EMP just as effective at draining the battery given the camera is far enough. Smoke gas canisters can also insta-kill this operator while she's in overdrive. And a hacked Brava drone from Mozzie can drain her battery pack entirely. Anyway, that's my operator idea. And I'll go through my choices and why I think this is highly viable as an option in the future. Let's look at Brava. With this ability to hack mute jammers, which already disables a mass amount of defender tech, this mute jammer operator seems like a no-brainer for the attacking team. With the addition of the static effect on disabled gadgets, and bandit tricking being fully supported by Ubisoft with double batteries on reinforcements, I think it's about time we had a hard counter to this. Adding the overdrive ability was a second thought to also make her just as useful when the enemy lacks such defenses, making her a gamble picked when played this way, but with a high payoff when done correctly. So tell me, what do you think of Temper? An operator you'd like to have in your squad, or a complete miss in this current meta? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any operator ideas, in depth or not, let me know in the comments or my Discord. I'd be happy to explore other ideas and operator theories around this game. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and to all you operators out there, I'll see you in the field.